Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Crystal W Online, all those good places. All right, so this is an update video. I am currently 27 days, actually, I'm lying, I'm 29 days post op since going to the DR to get a tummy tuck, lipo 360, BBL slash hip filler, because I didn't really need them, but chin lipo, and inner thigh lipo. So by this point, you probably have watched all three of my first vlogs. Those were very raw and uncut. Like, if you can't tell, very, very raw and uncut. Since that time, of course, I am back home. I am trying to get myself back to work, get my momentum back up, build my strength, and also heal all in the same sentence, which this particular healing is definitely different from my previous time of having a tummy tuck and lipo. So much to say in such a short time when it comes on to a lot of the post-op that goes on after the fact. So getting the surgery is actually the easiest part of this whole process. It is the recovery that is the most complicated part of this process, right? So far I've gone through, I've ordered maybe 5 fajas from different places, and mainly because they're all uncomfortable. Every last one of them are uncomfortable to me. I don't like to feel constricted. It is a part of the process. It's definitely a requirement within this process that you have your faja. Currently today I'm wearing a binder, which was also an option from my doctor. So I got the binder as well. So I'm wearing the binder right now, which I'll show you guys in just a moment. Definitely have lost more weight since coming back from the DR, and mainly I actually gained weight while I was there because the doctors don't want you to do any type of fasting. They don't want you to do any type of dieting. As you know, you heal your body through food, rest, and just following their post-op instructions. Um, I guess at this point, I can let you guys know who my doctor is because I don't recall if I said it in my previous video. But my doctor is Dra Aurys Mercedes. So she is the sister to Dr. Argeni Mercedes. A lot of you have learned or heard of Dr. Mercedes or the Mercedes dolls. So I chose Dr. Dra Aurys, which she is awesome. Absolutely love her. I love the way my body looks. I love the way I was treated by her and her staff. I just love everything about her. She's super sweet from the beginning of the process all the way through me coming home. She's very attentive. She answered all my questions. She's highly available through WhatsApp. And all of that is done. And she doesn't speak the best English, but she definitely knows her stuff, and she will make sure that you understand what she's saying before she's done saying it. I talked to you guys a little bit about the process of my surgery because I really didn't go as far into that in my last vlogs. They were really just talking about the present time at that time. So, Dra Mercedes, I don't want you guys to mix her up with her brother. So she's Dra in DR and most other countries. Dra, DRA, is the female doctor, and Doctor, DR, is the male doctor. So Dra Mercedes, from the step of me even inquiring about getting this surgery, this was about 2 or 3 months before I actually got the surgery, right? Um, I'm messaging this. I really, at first, I was going through a surgery coordinator because I heard that it was so complicated to get in touch with these doctors to get surgeries done. So you're better off of going through a surgery coordinator and they can get all of this stuff for you. And, at first, I did try to go through a coordinator and I started there. And it just kind of ended up where I said, you know what, I was actually on Instagram and I noticed that, her page she was extremely active on her page. And I went directly to her page as the doctor. I looked at her stuff. Guys, let me show you what captivated me to really want to reach out to her. Is this my phone? Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys her page. You're welcome to screenshot. There is no secret here, you guys. Like, there's no secret here. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get this done, do what you want to do for you. But when I tell you that she literally, when I saw this video, I'm like, I'm going to her. And then I stalked her for a while. I stalked her for a couple of days. I kind of put it down for a second. So I want you guys to look at this video. This is the video that made me say, I'm going to her. So I saw this lady, right? And of course you see all the markings on her, you see all of that stuff. But it was the finished result that made me say, OMG, if this lady does not do my surgery, I don't want anybody else to do it. So I was like, okay, I said, if she can do her and make her look as amazing as she did, she can definitely do me. And when I say that, like, she had the curves, this lady had everything that you would want. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. If you, if I don't tell you anything, I'm gonna tell you that. Definitely. Like, honestly, when I reached out to her through her WhatsApp number, there was a number that was on her Instagram. I reached out and the person replied back within like a couple hours, okay? Because it was, there's no time difference here. It's the same time, but remember, she's a surgeon. So it's not necessarily that she's available right away or that her staff might be working because it was like evening hours. Well, lo and behold, she responds back that evening. And I'm like, but I didn't know who I was talking to. I'm thinking I'm talking to like a staff member or something. And I sent all my information, which they have a list of information that they want from you, pictures that they want from you. I had all my stuff ready. Once I tell myself that I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So I had all my stuff ready and I sent over my pictures, I sent over my information, and I got a response back that basically was like, okay, your BMI needs to be down to a certain number. At that time, I was 214 pounds, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this. Didn't think anything of it, just because I know what I wanted. I'm gonna do this. So another thing was, yeah, my hemoglobin had to be over a 12, which was a requirement, and then of course my BMI had to be, I think it was a 33 or a 32. Don't quote me. Anyhow, I went ahead and I sent my deposit, which the deposit was $500. That's normal. Even here in the States, the deposit is $500, but you're paying 3 times what I paid down there for probably less, not so good results as I got down there. Because I've had a tummy tuck and lipo here before, and my results were nothing of what I would ever tell someone to go and get. My results there were amazing. Everybody that I saw looked amazing. Even just the normal people who you could tell had their body done walking on the streets looked amazing. Everybody looked amazing. So I was like, okay, you know? So once I had sent in my deposit and I started on the journey of the weight loss, in the midst of this, before I sent the deposit, I kind of asked who I was talking to because I'm like, hey, I never got your name. She's like, this is, she said, this is the doctor. Like, I'm like, what? Like, this is not normal. You get what I'm saying? Like, she even sent me a picture of herself that evening. I'm like, it's really the doctor. Like, I'm really talking to my doctor, like, directly. I'm not talking to a coordinator. I'm not talking to an assistant. I'm not talking to a nurse. I'm talking to the actual doctor who's going to be doing the surgery. So that made me feel even more at home. I felt even more confident. I was like, okay. So, as time goes by, like every 2 weeks, she'd send me a quick message. Hey, I need to know your levels. Levels meaning I need to know your blood counts, your iron or your hemoglobin, and basically any other pertinent information that she needs to know. And this was constant for the weeks leading up to the surgery. Like, it was like a normal thing. She'd reach out, I need your levels. We'd talk. If I had questions, she'd answer them. Like, she was super, super duper attentive. It is nothing like here. Which doctor you talking to? Who? Do you even know your doctor's name other than well, you know your doctor's name, but do you even know what anything about them before you roll in other than what you see on Instagram? Like, you're not even talking to this person. You're talking to coordinators and staff members who are making all of these empty promises, and then when you get there and you get the surgery done, it don't look nothing like your empty promises that you were given. That's what happened to me here. Neither here nor there. Stay focused. Anyway, I finally got down to the DR, and we were. She asked me about levels right before I got there. I told her what they were. She's like, your hemoglobin needs to be a 12 or higher. Like, she's serious about it. She does not play about your health when it comes on to these surgeries, and I understand because it's really important, super important, super duper important. So Dra Mercedes was my doctor. That kind of information, there you go, in a nutshell. Her name on Instagram, I'll definitely share with you guys if you want to screenshot this for you to go and see her for yourself. This is her page, so I would say to screenshot this so that you can, go and check her out on your own. Do your own research. You know what I mean? Do your own research. If you like her, great. If you don't, great. You do what you got to do for you. I chose her, and I'm glad I chose her. Anyhow, fast forward now, because my other vlogs, if you guys haven't watched them, go back and watch those. Cover the whole, right after the surgery, that kind of thing. So let's fast forward to me now being almost 30 days post-op of my tummy tuck, liposuction, chin lipo, all that. As you can clearly tell, I don't have a fupa thingy anymore under my chin. My chin is healing nice and it's healing nicely. This part of the chin doesn't change, you guys. That's a part of your weight loss, okay? So just know that your girl has still been losing the weight actively. When I got back, I was 187 pounds. Since that time of me getting back home, which I got back home around mid-July, since that time, I've actually lost 8 pounds through my intermittent fasting, as I've been doing. You guys know all about my intermittent fasting. Go check that out on my website, crystalwonline.com. And then of course, I'm not just pigging out. Like, people think that this is a weight loss surgery. It's not. You have to lose the weight first. Do the work first, and you still have work to do after. I'm still at this point of still making sure that I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm still maintaining my health at the same time. I'm not just going crazy like, oh, I'm snatched so I can eat whatever I want. No, actually not. Not at all. So I'm going to show you guys what I look like in a few minutes. And then you guys will be able to kind of see the change that has happened. Definitely, I've gone down a waist. I'm at a 34. Well, the last time I measured my waist, which was about a week or two ago, I was 34. I'm a size 34. I was not a 34. Believe that. I was nothing near a 34. I don't know what I am as of today. I haven't really checked. I need to check, but I haven't. But when I saw the 34, I haven't been at a 34 since like right after high school. That should tell you a lot. I haven't even been this low in weight in over a decade, if not longer. So that should tell you a lot too. But the surgery, people think that, oh, the surgery made you lose all that weight. No, you retain tons of fluid with this surgery. So you literally are traditionally heavier because you are retaining fluid. The body is healing itself with the fluid. But you have to expel that fluid. You got to drink a lot of water, all these things. So there's a lot of post-op care that you have to take care of, specifically making sure that you have your compression. You're compressing yourself as best possible. I go back and forth with my compression garment. I'm going to be honest. Like, I go back and forth with it. Right now, I'm sitting on a boppy pillow because even though I didn't get an BBL, she filled my hips out just a little bit because my hips caved in. Like, I had like a dip. So my body would go like this. So now it kind of goes like that. So it's like the opposite way. I'll show you guys. But I still definitely have to sit on the pillow. It's still very odd sitting on my bottom. And my bottom is very soft. That's how I know I didn't get a whole ton of fat put in my butt, because I didn't need a butt. I didn't really need a butt. I had a butt already. And losing the weight before the surgery showed me that I had a butt. So, and I don't want to walk around here looking like the BBL model. No disrespect to the BBL models out there. I like my natural curves. I like to look like a normal person. I don't want to look like I got a ton of work done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my point. My point was I like to look nice in my clothes. It's not for me to get more naked. It's for me to be more comfortable in my clothing for myself, not for anybody else but myself. And once you get that fact down pat, you are in a better place. I care less what people think. I care less what people have to say. I care less what anyone wants to make as a form of judgment towards a decision that I made and that I paid for. Period. Like, okay. Cost wise, I kind of already discussed that. My surgery cost, I was in the upper between 8 and 9,000 um for the actual surgery, and then I spent about 2,500 for the recovery house. My plane ticket was about 700 in total because I bought it during the summer. You guys don't do that. And the recovery house included the food. You guys already know my dilemma with the recovery house. We're not going to go there, but there are so many others out there that you can go look at and go to. Um, all in all, I still spent less than I spent doing a tummy tuck and lipo that gave me no results other than somewhat of a flat belly, but a whole bunch of fat still left behind on my back and my sides when I did it here. And I didn't even stay in a recovery house, and it still cost me more. So definitely, do your research and go with your budget. Honestly, the DR was budget friendly. It was much more budget friendly to me. The doctor that I chose to go to, she was awesome. She explained everything and every step of the way. You know what I mean? So I came back and I said to myself that I was going to go back to work starting August 1st. Well, that has definitely changed. I am not in the realm of going back to work on clients just yet. I'm giving myself another week to 2 weeks because I attempted to do so. You guys watched that video and it was not a good thing. And I had to tell myself, like, well, Crystal, just having a baby, you have to be out for 6 weeks at least for your body to kind of reacclimate itself. You're trying to go back and work on clients like there's a normal day after 4 weeks. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. So I had to push my clients back, and some of them understood, others were not. Whoever did, whoever didn't. It is what it is. I mean, my health is more important to me than anything else, because if I'm not here to do hair, then you're gonna find somebody else gonna do your hair. So what am I gonna kill up myself for and jeopardize my health? It doesn't make sense. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Sleeping at night. I sleep better when I'm in my own bed. I did go to my mom's house for a few days, but I was so uncomfortable, I still didn't sleep very well. So when I noticed that when I'm at home, I do sleep. I still have little aches here and there. When I say aches, meaning, if I don't have my faja on for a long period of time, which when I say long period of time, that's like an hour, 2 hours, I start noticing that I'm swelling. Of course, I'm only almost 4 weeks. I started noticing that my back and my sides itch a lot. Like I'm always itchy. Definitely I'm using the Benadryl. That don't do anything. I've switched to Sarna. That does nothing. It just kind of has to come and go, and you just kind of deal with it. Like you deal with it in many ways, shape, or form that you can. It is so the itching is disrespectful. The itching is disrespectful. Okay. Outside of that, while I was in the DR, I got a total of 14 massages, one every single day, up until the day that I left. That morning at 6:30 in the morning, I got a massage. The massages are definitely important for this process. Since I've been back home, I've gotten two because I scheduled. Well, I kind of pre-purchased the 6-pack. So let me give y'all an idea of the difference in between. In the DR, a 10-pack of massages, and when I say pack, just meaning 10 massages, is $350. Here, a 6-pack of massages is $500. So you do the math. Okay. Mind you, in the DR, if you need to be drained at any way, shape, or form, the massage therapists there actually do that for you. Here, they just want to rub. Oh, you're retaining fluid. You might need to go to your doctor. Sweetheart, you can honestly take the needle and just aspirate and take it out. But they don't do that here. So that's definitely the difference here. Definitely the massages in the DR are way better than here. They give you way better results. I'm so glad that I did do 14 because my body looks way better since that time. And I can see my shape. Like I tried on an outfit today and I was like, oh my gosh, it's coming. It's coming. All right, so I'm not gonna keep you guys. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I look like as of right now. I have my binder on. As you guys can tell, shape wise, definitely. I have my binder on for the sake of this video. I couldn't put my faja on because I'm not gonna take that off on the video. So the binder makes it easier. I do stand as straight as possible. Okay. This skirt is actually a large, and I probably need to get a medium, but neither here nor there. I'm gonna take off my binder so you guys can see. So this is my belly. Let me just kind of tuck this in so you guys can see what I look like. So right now, this is my belly. That's my scar. It goes all the way around. It's still healing. I still have a couple areas here that are healing, but it does go all the way around. I no longer have any rolls. Um, you know, traditional swelling, still swollen, extremely swollen actually, right down in here and up here because the swelling goes up and down. So when you guys look at me, like definitely huge difference. Like I said, I didn't get a bottom, you guys. I already had a bottom. So really what she did was fill out my hips so that instead of them caving in and going like that, they now go like that. So, once I'm healed, I'll definitely be a lot smaller. I'm not sucking in my stomach. It is where it is. And I love the way I look. 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 Did I say I love the way I look? Okay, I love the way I look. Definitely worth every single dollar. I'm still very aggravated with the process of healing. Not my favorite part. But I know that this time, 4 months from now, will be a different conversation because I'm still actively, losing weight. I'm still actively watching what I eat. So I know for a fact that I will be even slimmer than when I started. So I like my binder, I love the binder. If they made this binder in a faja like this, which I ordered something that's kind of like a faja, I would definitely say that I would I would buy it. This binder has been awesome, and this one was one that I got from my doctor. So I definitely like this binder. But like I said, you guys, worth every penny. Happy, happy, happy. I'm not happy about the process of healing because I'm aggravated with the binding and the compressioning and all of that. But other than that, when I look at myself and when I try my clothes on, like I tried on 3 outfits that I got on TikTok Shop for $12, and I was like, "Whoa, this nice." And then I'm watching myself because I've lost so much weight. I didn't do anything to my arms, which you guys can tell my arms are still flabby. I mean, honestly, even working out, I don't want to, I'm already top heavy. So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about if I want to do a brachioplasty where they cut off all this excess skin because the more weight I lose, the more excess skin I gain. So that's kind of the thought process. I will not do arm lipo. It's a waste of my time. If I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it. It's called an arm lift. You call it an arm lift. So it's definitely something I'm thinking about. Would I run to the DR to do it? I don't know. I don't know. But it's something that I'm thinking about. But anyway, you guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Of course, you guys will start seeing me on live. So I really am just like excited to see the end result to this after so many years, and baby C, he'll be a year old very, very soon. Time has flown by. He's talking and he's letting go and trying to balance now. And it's just a beautiful thing. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching my vlog. Don't forget to also go check out my products on elitehaircareusa.com. And also go and check out my intermittent fasting plan, which is called Weight Loss Success Plan. what I used to lose 29 pounds before my surgery in a very healthy way without cheating. Of course, on crystalwonline.com. But I hope you guys enjoyed and go check out my doctor. Okay, Dr. Aurys, go check her out. Peace.